Erev Tov, good evening. We're going to mention a halacha with regards to the month of Elul. During the month of Elul, there is a minhag. So let's clarify the minhag and then let's clarify what the basic halacha is. There's a minhag that as men, we check our tefillin every Elul. There's a minhag. Not everyone's minhag, but there is a minhag every Elul to check your tefillin with a sofer. Now obviously, the casing of the tefillin, the boxes, if they're damaged or if they need any attention, we don't wait till Elul to pay attention to them. We take care of it whenever it needs to be taken care of. Sometimes the corners need to be sharpened and made straight. Sometimes they need to be painted black. But opening up the tefillin, there are those that have a minhag to do it once a year in the month of Elul, coming up to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, making sure that they're praying with kosher tefillin. That's a minhag. Now, according to the letter of the law, a person only has to check their tefillin when it is bought. So I'm going to say what the letter of the law is and then what is advisable. The letter of the law is that when we buy tefillin, we make sure that they are checked properly. Advisable is at least some time after that. Some wait a year, some wait a couple years to check the tefillin again. And now you ask why. If they were checked once, shouldn't they be good? Well, it's as follows. First of all, even if you buy tefillin that are checked, there are times where tefillin that were bought when they were checked still were pasul. How, why? Even with a computer scan, I know people personally who bought tefillin that when they were checked and they were not kosher. So, they need to be checked from time to time. Another reason is if they are left in a strong amount of heat or in a cold situation, there are times that the parchment can start making the letters fade, merging letters, who knows? Again, we're not dealing with steel, we're dealing with parchment. After all, it's hide, it's skin. And therefore, attention needs to be paid to the tefillin. So at least once after buying them, it's proper to be checked. Some check it every year, some check it every couple years. That's not an obligation. It's just important for us to know that if there's a reason for us to believe that something happened to the tefillin, go ahead and check them. Now when it comes to mezuzot, it's also a minhag every Elul to check your mezuzot to make sure that they are kosher. Again, it's only a minhag. As we know, the halacha requires twice in every 7 years to have the mezuzot checked. If you'd like to check them every year, it's a beautiful thing. It's not too expensive. If you'd like to have your tefillin checked every year, it's also a beautiful thing. Again, it's not too expensive. Someone asked me, Rabbi, why do we need to check? Why do we need to do? I asked him, how many pairs of shoes do you have? When your shoes start wearing out, don't you go buy new ones? Your tefillin, you use them every day for approximately an hour. I'm not saying you need to buy new ones every couple months or couple years, but at least to upkeep them, to maintain them, that they are at a kosher standard. Not only at a kosher standard, at a beautiful standard, at a mehudar standard is a basic and an obvious. One time I asked an individual who I know probably has anywhere between 5 pairs of tefillin. I go, what do you have so many pairs of tefillin for? He says, I want to make sure that I have very kosher tefillin everywhere that I go. And he gave me the example, what, do I only have 1 pair of shoes? No, I have one in my office and one here, and if he has a house here, and in his car, and at home, just to be sure. Now again, we don't need to have so many pairs, but to make sure we have one good pair, that's all that we really need. So B'ezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give us the merit to have our tefillin, make sure that they are kosher, and our mezuzot that are kosher. If anyone needs checking of mezuzot or tefillin, we do have a couple local sofrim in Hollywood that I can help you and direct you to go their way.